morning, students. Welcome to English online class. This is Manigandan. Today we are going to see the new grammar topic is simple, compound, complex. So far we have discussed prose, poem, supplementary. So today onwards we'll see grammar topics. Before going to see simple, compound, complex, my kind advice to all my students: you should not memorize grammar. You should not memorize grammar because grammar is like max. Can you able to memorize 2 volumes? It is not possible. If you understand, if you know the formula, if you know the rules, you can easily work out. You can easily get the answer. Like that, if you know the rules of grammar, if you know the formula, you can get the answer very easily. So, understand and learn grammar. Should not memorize it. If you have any doubt, I can clarify your doubt at any time. So, simple, compound, complex. This topic depends phrase and class. So, if you want to learn the topic simple, compound, complex clearly, you know about what is mean by phrase, what is meant by class. Phrase. A phrase is a group of words in sentence that does not contain a subject and verb. So phrase, it does not have subject and verb. A group of words, but it does not have subject and verb. Class. A class is a group of words in a sentence which contains a subject and a verb. So class, it has subject and a verb. So phrase, it does not have subject and verb. Class, it has subject and a verb. So you know class divided into two. One is main class, another one is subordinate class. So what is main class? Main class, it functions alone. It gives complete sense of meaning. It functions alone. But subordinate class, it always depends main class. It does not function alone. It depends main class. So if it joins with main class, it gives complete sense of meaning. So there are two classes, main class and subordinate class, otherwise called as dependent class, independent class. So can you understand what is meant by phrase and what is meant by class? Okay, let us see finite verb and a non-finite verb. What is meant by finite verb? It shows the tense. Tense, that is time. For example, I went to temple yesterday. We know that the sentence, it shows past tense because went. That is finite verb. It shows the time of the action when it happens. So finite verb, it shows the tense, time. But non-finite verb, it does not show the tense. It does not show the time. Non-finite verb we usually called as gerund and infinitive. That is non-finite verb. So finite verb, it shows the tense. Non-finite verb, it does not show the tense. Can you understand what is the difference between phrase and clause and finite verb, non-finite verb? Okay, let us move to the structures of simple compound complex. It has some structures for simple sentence, compound sentence and complex sentence. If you know the structures, you can easily change into one sentence to another sentence. Simple sentence. I have written an example. Seeing an elephant, the boy ran away. Seeing an elephant, that is phrase. If you see the sentence, it does not have subject and verb. It is phrase. The boy ran away, that is main clause. The boy subject, ran verb. So it clearly shows that is clause. And also it gives complete sense of meaning. So it is main clause. The boy ran away, that is main clause. So phrase plus main clause, simple sentence. Seeing an elephant. Here seeing non-finite verb. It does not show the tense. Okay, so seeing an elephant, that is phrase. If many students can understand, seeing means that is present continuous. ing form, present continuous. It's not like that. Seeing here used as non-finite verb. So phrase always take non-finite verb. So phrase plus main clause, simple sentence. Can you understand? Phrase takes non-finite verb. Clause takes finite verb. So this is simple sentence. Phrase plus main clause, simple sentence, or if it is main clause also simple sentence. Sometimes one single sentence it comes, that is also simple sentence. So what is the structure of simple sentence? Phrase plus main clause or main clause. So phrase takes non-finite verb, clause takes finite verb. And what is the structure of compound sentence? He is rich, but he is humble. Here he is rich, main clause, because it gives full sense of meaning. He is humble, that is also main clause. But it is coordinating conjunction. So there are two main clause in compound sentence, and sentence connects with coordinating conjunction. It is called compound sentence. So two main clause connected with coordinating conjunction, it is called as compound sentence. Can you understand what is the structure of compound sentence? Two main clause with coordinating conjunction. And the structure of complex sentence. As soon as the thief saw the police, he ran away. As soon as the thief saw the police. The sentence, it's fully subordinate clause. As soon as the thief saw the police. And what happened next? The sentence is incomplete. He ran away. So as soon as the thief saw the police, he ran away. So he ran away, that is main clause. As soon as the thief saw the police, the whole sentence, it is fully subordinate clause. He ran away, that is main clause. And what is that as soon as? It is subordinating conjunction. So as soon as, it is subordinating conjunction. So complex sentence, subordinating clause, main clause and subordinating conjunction. So sometimes main clause comes first and subordinate clause comes second. Sometimes one or two subordinating clause will come in complex sentence. So subordinate clause, main clause and subordinating conjunction. So it's called as complex sentence. Can you understand? I repeat, simple sentence, phrase plus main clause or main clause. Compound sentence, two main clause with coordinating conjunction. Complex sentence, subordinate clause plus main clause and subordinating conjunction. It is complex sentence. Can you understand the phrase, clause, finite verb, non-finite verb and structures of simple, compound, complex? Okay. Next, move on to the rules. Simple, compound, complex. It has many rules. We'll see one by one. Let us move to the rules. We'll see one by one. Rule number 1, contrast ideas. In this rule, all the sentences are based on fully contrast ideas, fully contrast meaning. One is positive sentence, another one is negative sentence. So we call as contrast ideas. In simple sentence, in spite of or despite. Compound sentence, but yet still. Complex sentence, though, although, even though. So in spite of, despite are phrases, but yet still are coordinating conjunctions. Though, although, even though, those are subordinating conjunctions. And possessive adjective. We can use possessive adjective in simple sentences. Compound complex sentence. If compound complex sentence, he, it has means it will change into is. He means is, that is possessive adjective is. She changed into her. They means their. You, your. We, our. So is, her, their, your, our, these are all we call as possessive adjectives. We'll see the sentence examples. I have written on sentence. She ran fast, but she did not win the race. Before going to change the sentence, we have to identify the sentence. She ran fast, but she did not win the race. She ran fast, main class. She did not win the race, that too main class. But it is a coordinating conjunction. So it is a compound sentence. When you convert to complex sentence and simple sentence. Complex sentence, what we use, though, although, even though. So we can prefer to use though or although. Though she ran fast, comma, she did not win the race. We remove coordinating conjunction and we can add subordinating conjunction with comma. Though she ran fast, she did not win the race. We can get the structure of complex sentence. Subordinate clause, main clause, and subordinating conjunction, that is though. And simple sentence. In spite of. Simple sentence phrase. What is the phrase? In spite of. Next we can add possessive adjective. What is the possessive adjective for she, her? So in spite of her. And running fast, that is non-finite verb. We should not use the same word in simple sentence. Ran, that is finite verb. We can change into non-finite verb. Ran, here running. So in spite of her running fast, she did not win the race. So ran, if we add ing, running, that is non-finite verb. So in this phrase, it does not have subject, it does not have verb. So in spite of her possessive adjective, running fast, that is non-finite verb. So in spite of her running fast, she did not win the race. Phrase plus main clause simple sentence. First you can add in spite of, then find out the possessive adjective. Then if it is main verb, we can add ing form. So ran, that is main verb. So if you add ing form, what will come? Running. So in spite of her running fast, she did not win the race. So she ran fast, but she did not win the race. Compound sentence. Though she ran fast, she did not win the race. Complex sentence. In spite of her running fast, she did not win the race. That is simple sentence. You can read the sentence, you can get the meaning. Then you can easily convert one sentence to another sentence. So I have written another sentence. Example 2. Though he was poor, he was honest. Though he was poor, he was honest. That is subordinating clause, main clause, complex sentence. When you convert it to compound sentence, he was poor, but he was honest. He was poor, but he was honest. That is compound sentence. When you convert it to simple sentence, we have to use in spite of. Next, what is the possessive adjective for he is? Next, in the first example, the main verb is there. So we have written running. So main verb, we have to add ing running. But the second sentence, there is no main verb. It is be form verb. That is am, is, or was, were. That is be form. So we cannot able to add ing. So main verb means we can add ing form. Here there is no main verb. It has be form verb was. So if it is be form verb, we can add being. So in spite of his being poor, he was honest. Main verb means we can add ing. If there is no main verb, we can add being. This is one format. Another one, in spite of his poverty, he was honest. So poor, it is a adjective form. Poverty is a noun form. So we can use adjective to noun. In spite of his poverty, he was honest. If you change adjective to noun, that is also correct. Or in spite of his being poor, be form to being. It has given any am, is, or was, where means we can use being. So in spite of his being poor, he was honest. In spite of his poverty, he was honest. Both sentences are correct. So in spite of his being poor, in spite of his poverty. So the two sentences are also correct. So the first sentence, in simple sentence, we added ing form. Why? Because it has main verb. In second sentence, in simple sentence, we added being. Why? Because it has be form verb. Can you understand the sentences? So, in spite of his being poor, he was honest. In spite of his poverty, he was honest. Both sentences are correct. First sentence, we have used being. In second sentence, poor adjective form. So adjective form converted to noun form poverty. So in spite of his being poor, in spite of his poverty, both the sentences are correct. You can follow either this or that. Example 3. The rain was heavy, but we went to school. Here, rain, noun, heavy, adjective. Compound sentence. When you convert to complex sentence, though the rain was heavy, we went to school. When you change into simple, in spite of heavy rain. In previous sentence, the rain was heavy. In simple sentence, heavy rain. Note down, in spite of heavy rain, we went to school. So noun plus adjective, compound complex, adjective plus noun, simple. The rain was heavy, but we went to school. Though the rain was heavy, we went to school. In spite of heavy rain, we went to school. Next sentence, in spite of his being playful, he studies well. Compound sentence, he is playful. Why we have used present tense? Because simple sentence, the class studies. So present tense. So compound sentence, present tense. He is playful, but he studies well. Though he is playful, he studies well. Instead of studied means, we can change into he was playful. So based on the class, we have to identify the tense. Can you understand the first rule? I have written some key points to understand. You can utilize, you can change into compound complex to simple. If it is main verb, means we can add ing, that is simple sentence. Played means playing. If it is am, is, or was, were, we can use being. And compound complex, have two or more finite verbs, but simple sentence has only one finite verb. When you convert to simple sentence, you can use only one finite verb. This one clearly you can note down. And noun plus adjective, when you change into simple sentence, adjective plus noun. Okay, you can follow these instructions. I will give some questions. You can change it yourself, try yourself. In case any doubts, you can ask me, because this is a new topic. Definitely you will have some doubt. You can ask me at any time, because you can understand the first rule. The following remaining rules you can easily understand. I'll give some sentences. You can copy it in your note and write clearly. Dear students, I have given 10 sentences homework questions. You can do it yourself. You try it yourself. He applied loan, but he did not get it. Change into complex and simple. The luggage was heavy, but he managed to lift. Change to complex and simple. Though he is old, he is healthy. Change into simple and compound. We hurried to the railway station, but we could not catch the train. Change into simple and complex. In spite of her sickness, she attended the class. Change into compound and complex. Surya studied day and night, but he scored very low marks. Change into complex and simple. In spite of his trying his best, he could not open the box. Change into complex and compound. Though he studied well, he failed. Change into simple and compound. I like tea, but I prefer coffee. Change into complex and simple. We tried, but we could not get the answers. Change into complex and simple. Students, so the definitions, rules, homework questions, examples, everything, you can write it in your notes very neatly. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. I can clarify your doubts. We will discuss the second rule in the next class. Thank you, students.